Hi, I'm Ashwin Vasavada. I'm the Deputy Project Scientist for the Curiosity rover, and we're here today at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And I want to especially say a hello to everybody in India watching this at the Mars Society conventions, as well as different universities that are participating with us as we land Curiosity on Mars. I think tonight is when you're watching it. As I stand here, it's still 18 days left, and we've been really busy getting ready to land Curiosity. We're monitoring the weather on Mars. We're getting all the facilities here in final shape to get our over 400 scientists around the world to arrive here and begin operating the rover. So I just want to again say thank you so much for your participation in and excitement about our mission. Let's all hope it goes really well tonight. And next, I think I'll just point out some of the features of Curiosity. So this is our rover. Like previous rovers, it has 6 wheels and able to drive pretty far distance. We can drive about 100 meters every day and hopefully many kilometers over the life of the mission. The first thing I'd like to point out here is the mast on the rover. This mast is over 7 feet tall, has 2 eyes so we can see in 3-dimensional vision. These are color, high-definition cameras. On the top is a laser that shoots out at different rocks and soils, creates little sparks that allow us to tell the composition of the soil. Now, if we find something interesting with these cameras and the laser, the next thing we might want to do is drive the rover up to that particular patch of soil or rock and look at it with some instruments on the end of the arm. So if we look at this arm, it's about 7 feet long. It carries tens of kilograms of equipment at the end of the arm. There's a few instruments here that we place up against rocks or soils. One of those instruments is a microscopic imager. So it's something that takes very high-resolution pictures of the rocks and soil. Another is a spectrometer that tells us the composition of what we place it against. But really, if those instruments then also find something worth looking into further, the next thing we would do is use a drill that's located on this turret. The drill is right back here, and it has a little drill bit that we can bore into rocks and collect the powder from those rocks. Once we do that, this whole arm will swing back up over the rover, and these little inlets here will open up, and we'll actually deposit the rock and soil into these inlets and study them with the instruments inside the rover. So we'll be dropping little bits of rock into these inlets, into some laboratories that are located here. And those will tell us in detail what the rocks and soils are made out of. The final thing I'll show you is just a few things about how the rover itself works. This is an antenna that we use to communicate with the orbiters that fly overhead. This is how we talk to Earth. That antenna there is how we talk to the rover from Earth. And then this here is the power source of the rover. It's a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, which allows us to generate about 100 watts of power that keeps the rover going. No solar panels on this rover. We carry our own power source with us. So the last thing I'll briefly tell you about is our landing site. Tonight, when we land at Gale Crater, we'll be exploring a part of ancient and early Mars. We're going to a place that dates probably from 3 or 4 billion years ago, when we think Mars had a lot more water running around the surface. And if any time in Mars history it was friendly to life, that would be the time. And so this rover is going there. It's going to climb up a big 5-kilometer mountain inside of Gale Crater, look layer by layer through the rocks for any evidence that Mars could have supported life. So this is a fantastic mission, very ambitious. We're really excited to get down on the surface tonight. I hope it all goes well, and thank you so much for being a part of this.